How to successfully pass an interview at Microsoft? Well, let me tell you my story. You know how oftentimes you get an opportunity when you don't expect it? That's exactly what happened to me. And you know how a lot of times people say, hey, networking is everything? But what does it actually mean? Does it mean you just send a bunch of emails and messages via LinkedIn? Do you just go to events and try to connect with as many people as possible? There's much more than that. In my case, my dear friend called me and she said, hey, Ali, there's an opportunity within my organization on another team where they are looking for an additional product manager. So this is how I got a referral. But the referral wasn't just through the program of the entire company. It was actually direct connection where she took my resume and sent it to the director. This is the best case scenario you can ever get. And the more experienced you become as a product manager, people know about you, people know about your work, and hence you're going to get all these opportunities. Usually, when you go to interviews, you start with the recruiter, then you get through some team members. And in companies like Google and Meta, oftentimes you go through engineers and some product managers who don't necessarily work with you later. Only at the end of the interview cycles, you get to the hiring manager and to your actual team who you're going to be working with. That's what usually happens at Microsoft as well, unless you get that referral just the way I explained my referral was working out. In my case, I first talked to the director. After that, I got the recruiter to talk to about compensation and my skills. One more conversation with the director. After that, it was a product manager who I would be working with, which meant I really got the job. Now, these situations will happen to you if you are A, working for a startup and the team is small, or B, you're so experienced that people know your value already. I have to say that for Microsoft, it's always important to have a cultural fit. And the second piece is to understand that you're going to be working globally. So whether you are living in Seattle, you still have to work with Australia, with Asia, with Europe, and basically global teams. So you have to be flexible with most of products. Key thing with Microsoft is you collaborating with so many other teams. It's much harder to make a quick decision and just go with it because you do have a lot of dependencies. So that's something to keep in mind. Compared to Meta, where you can have an interview with an engineer and he or she will be asking you about the architecture and expecting a